Well, some of the things that we have to address that are the infrastructure-based items, not the program-specific. But when you're talking about infrastructure, the fun one that I have is roofing. One that people don't normally want to talk about, but it is a key element of what we're doing here as far as maintaining the site and making sure that we have another 20 to 25 years of supporting the site. And there's other things that are associated with it, like the skylight systems and how those systems are being maintained, and the glass, and especially the rubber grommets and the rubber seals are in question at this time, so those things have to be maintained. Things in terms of high voltage electricity and control systems for the generators, all those things that happen behind the scenes and in the walls that people don't normally see, those are the infrastructure elements that we're looking at too. Right now we know that we're using an RF-based systems and wireless, and what are we going to do in another 3 years or 5 years? And how is that technology changing? How fast is the computer now moving to be more personal? When you see things like the Apple iPod and how the different industries are literally being developed every year, we want to be able to put in an infrastructure that can accommodate those changes. Having the right kind of resources and having the power necessary and sometimes the space necessary to make those changes are part of what we're trying to accommodate with an infrastructure plan. If you're going to put in a parking structure that is appropriate, and we do need it. Put in a parking structure that has scalability, so if we do grow at a faster rate, we have the ability to attach and make it a logical plan to make it twice its size. That's the essence of what we're talking about in terms of construction for the East Campus. There is a plan, depending upon what happens on the west side of campus, that would require a parking structure, but that's a little bit ahead of ourselves. I think what we really need right now is what we're proposing is looking at the East Campus and having a parking structure that would be practically right off the big south deck. It would be an extension and making it even easier to try to get into the BIC. The conference center is a idea of trying to give a space that could be rented for conferences and utilizing not only the space that's available on campus, but also the space that's associated with the MAC and the MAC Theater. One of the challenges has been a breakout area or a conference room to complement those larger spaces. The conference center is where we think we can give larger programs the opportunity to expand and create more of a synergistic approach to meetings. And it could change how the community utilizes the space. The mentality is, how do we make sure that we can prepare the college to do another 20, 25 years as the people did back in the 70s, and that, I think, is our biggest challenge. They did a lot of work back then and made sure that we had designs that we're looking at 2010 and we have used. So my goal is, what do I give to the people that are in 2040 and 2050